The date is January 26th, 2020. A helicopter crashes. Inside that helicopter are 7 people, one of which was a former NBA legend known as Kobe Bryant. And sadly, inside that helicopter, there were no survivors. And sadly, that is why we are here today. But today, while it is a sad day, should not be a day of mourning, but a day to celebrate a legend, a husband, a father. I'll show you his legacy, as well as what that legacy meant to him when compared with outside things to the rest of his life that were not basketball. He was considered a legend in not only the basketball world, but in all sports in general. He was most famous for being a basketball player. That is what most people knew him for. That's what most people think about when they see him. In fact, everyone here has either done this or they have seen someone who has done this. Take a piece of trash, you throw it out, you crumple it up, and what do you say when you throw it? That's right. Kobe. He was a man with a great influence. He was more than just a basketball player, though. He was also a husband and a father of 4. You know that he truly cared for his family. It meant more to him than anything else. It meant more to him than any basketball legacy could or any basketball achievement could. In fact, in an interview, I even have a quote of him saying, "Fast forward 20 years from now. If basketball is the best thing I've done in life, then I've failed. These next 20 years from now need to be better than the last 20. You can hear there just how important basketball was to him compared to the rest of his life, compared to his family. His family is truly what mattered to him. He was such a loving man. So, as we can see, Kobe Bryant was a man who was loved by and influenced the nation. He was a man who left a large impact on the community that he lived in. But more important than that, he was a man who loved his family more than anything else. He was a man who didn't care about his legacy. He was a great role model on what a person should be. He looked to the future and didn't care about the past. That is why we shouldn't mourn him, but celebrate the life that he had instead. While Kobe was a man who left an enormous legacy behind him, he was still looking toward the future. But sadly, he can't see that future that he made. He can't see that 20 years that he wanted to be better. So instead, we should do this for him. So I encourage you all to follow Kobe's example and to try and do your best to make these next 20 years better than the last. Thank you, Kobe.